What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so in Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals, um, it was an entertaining game. All right, it was a pretty competitive game. Um, but in the end, the Miami Heat escaped with a 112 to 109 victory. And with this victory, they take a commanding 3-1 lead in the Eastern Conference Finals. At one point in the game, with 56 seconds remaining, Miami had a 9-point lead, but then, Boston did go on a little run, making some threes, some miraculous threes, honestly, um, to make the contest interesting. But in the end, Jimmy Butler's cool head to foul line was just too much. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell you something. Like I told you guys, I told you after the Game 2 victory, Miami's going to win the series. Miami is just too good of a team, in my opinion. I don't care about Boston having the better scores. To me, Miami is just too good of a damn team right now, in my opinion, to lose 4 out of 5 games. I'm hard pressed to see them lose 2 games in a row rather than 4 games out of 5. That's why I knew the series was over with. So now, Boston has to hope to beat this team 3 times in a row, which hasn't occurred this season. Well, in the postseason, in the bubble at least. It's over. Now they might win next game, but they're not going to beat this team 3 games in a row. The thing about Miami, when I watch this team play, and it is refreshing to watch them play, it's great to see an actual team where nobody cares about who's the leading scorer. Nobody cares about, um, this guy's going. I only got 12 points. I need to get my 20 points per game average. So I got to shoot the ball a little bit. You see that with some teams. I remember the Celtics would do that shit. Paul Pierce might, in the fourth quarter shoot the ball 10 times because he only had 15 points. He's trying to get his 20 points per game average. You see shit like that. Jimmy Butler don't give a fuck about that. Jimmy Butler don't care about if I'm averaging 20. The only thing Jimmy Butler care about is winning. And see, that's when sometimes statistics are misleading. Because you look at Jimmy Butler in the bubble, you think, well, he's not really scoring like. He don't care about that. Jimmy Butler would rather be on a great team or a really good team than shoot the ball 25 times on a bad team. Some guys rather be on a bad team shoot the ball 25 times. That says a lot about them. But I don't think that this team is going to win a championship. But then again, I didn't think the 2004 Pistons was going to beat the Lakers either. So you never know. You got to play these games. Um, Tyler Herro had 37 points. And his 37 points are the second most points ever scored by a 20-year-old in the playoffs. The most, of course, Magic Johnson when he was 20 years old, when he scored 42 points, along with 15 rebounds and 7 assists. And I believe it was Game 6 of the 1980 NBA Finals against the Philadelphia 76ers. Um, Gordon Dragic had 22 points. Duncan Robinson was quiet, only 3 points. Bam Adebayo had, I believe, his sixth 20-point uh, double, or I'm trying to say, double of the playoffs. I think 20 points and 12 rebounds. And Jimmy Butler had 24 points to go along with 9 rebounds and 3 assists. I believe he had a slow start. When you talk about slow starts, Jason Tatum really got off to a slow start. It went scoreless in the first half. At one point, the game was 0 for 7, but he finished with 28 points. Marcus Smart had 10 points, 11 assists. Kemba Walker had 20 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, but um, he didn't really shoot the ball particularly well. And that's another thing, too. Shout out to Ticket TV, man. Y'all not subscribed to Ticket TV, man. Y'all better subscribe to him. Subscribe to Ticket TV and LB and Mahari Sports Nation. Please, please, please subscribe to them. Okay? Please. But Kemba Walker, remember last year all of the vitriol that Kyrie Irving received for struggling against the Milwaukee Bucks? Remember last year the Bucks were a really good defensive team. All right, they've taken a step back this year. But last year the Bucks were really good. I mean, they still were good, but they're not as good as they were last year. The Bucks were a really good defensive team last year. Right now in the playoffs, Kemba Walker's only shooting 38% from the floor. He's only shooting about 32% from three. But you notice he's not getting nearly the same heat or criticism that Kyrie Irving did. And once again, I gotta say this too. Where is the criticisms of Gordon Hayward? You know what I'm saying? I'm so tired of people using injuries. You know what I'm saying? Number one, that injury that he suffered was 3 years ago. Okay, and everybody's playing kind of hurt right now. Oh well, I mean, but he been hurt. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm sick of that. Okay, I'm sick of people always using injuries as an excuse for Gordon Hayward, man. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't lived up to expectations. He's been a bust with the Boston Celtics. Straight up, he's been a bust. Paul George went through the same catastrophic injury several years ago, and people didn't give him any slack. You know what I'm saying? Why does Gordon Hayward get babied all the time? He gets babied all of the media, the press, fans. But anyway, Boston is about to be eliminated, and one of the key stats from last night's game is the fact that Boston cannot take care of the goddamn basketball. If you look at the numbers, Boston shot better. They shot better from three. Um, Miami had a slight advantage in the foul line. Boston had advantage in rebounds. They had more assists. They had more blocks. But it was Miami's defense. They had 9 steals to Boston's three, and Boston turned the ball over 19 times. That is the difference in the game. So, the Miami Heat are one win away from appearing in the NBA Finals for the first time in just 6 years. 6 years. And this team about to go back to the NBA Finals. This will be their, what would this be? Let me see, 2006, 2011, 12, 13, 14. This will be their sixth NBA Final appearance. You know, but that's it. Congratulations to the Miami Heat, man. Tell me what you guys think.